soy is one of the biggest GMOs, and soy is so damaging because soy actually contains phytoestrogens and phytic acids, and it mimics estrogen in the body. I mean, Mike, we have 7-year-old girls now having their menstrual cycle, and think about the effects of GMO soy altering the children's genes. Again, the government only approves for welfare and WIC programs soy formulas for babies.
Oh, man.
This is one of the worst things. I mean, this is just so disheartening because how on earth can you feed a baby who, by the way, a child's immune system is not fully developed till it's 12 years old. A child's intestinal tract is extremely sensitive. You have babies that have extreme allergies to foods because at an early age, they're on soy formulas, they're on formulas that contain GMO corn, GMO oils, and the Bt toxin, which is burning holes through their intestinal lining, causing from birth severe allergies and severe problems. And that's why pediatricians' offices are just jam-packed, full with problems from all these GMO foods.
They don't tell parents what to avoid, but let's look at this since you brought it up. Here's a product, Similac Go and Grow. This is infant formula. Let me read for you just the first 4 or 5 ingredients. They will blow your mind. Ingredient number 1, 42.6% corn syrup solids.
From genetically modified
GMO corn.
So number 1 ingredient is a GMO corn.
And it's 42%. Are babies supposed to eat 42% refined sugar? I don't think so.
That's right there is child abuse, Mike.
I
mean, that is poison.
I mean, okay, second ingredient, 14.7% soy protein isolate. Soy, GMO.
Soy protein isolate is actually a flavor enhancer, and it's actually made with MSG. MSG is added to soy protein isolate.
Well, and also soy protein is extracted typically with hexane, a highly explosive chemical solvent. In fact, I think one factory in the U.S. blew up, exploded from doing this process.
I think so.
Okay, next ingredient, high oleic safflower oil. That's not the worst thing in the world. That's the first thing we've seen in this that probably isn't really dangerous. And then next, 10.1% sugar, sucrose.
So that's now up to like 50-something% sugar now?
It's 53% sugar so far. And then we have 8.4% soy oil.
Oh, that's another GMO ingredient right there.
And then after that, it goes into artificial synthetic chemical vitamins.
By the way, soy oil is actually listed as a vegetable oil. I don't even know how they can do that. It's not even a vegetable. That's like another way to hide ingredients is just say vegetable oils. You know, it's like not broccoli oil or something like that.
But here, something else I got to share with you.
Okay.
This can is now an historical artifact in American food culture because since I publicized this starting about 2 years ago, they have removed all these percentages from the label.
Really?
Yeah, they've taken off the 42.6% because they gave us too much information. We went on the internet, we were talking about this, we were showing, the babies are being fed these incredible amounts of sugars. It's crazy, so they changed the label. But now what you can buy, check this out, Similac Sensitive. This is for fussiness and gas.
Caused by the day before feeding of the GMOs.
GMOs cause stomach inflammation. We already talked about that. And then this formula
so they actually
is made
show
with
what's causing it right on the label. And it even says something about shield on there.
Early shield. It says early shield. This is like a little shield on the label. This is supposed to shield your baby from something we're not sure. But it's actually, Ed, it's accurately labeled. It's the Similac fussiness and gas formula. It gives your baby fussiness and gas. That's what it does.
It tells you exactly what it does on the label.
It says for fussiness and gas.
Now you wonder why parents aren't getting any sleep at night because they're feeding their kids all these toxic baby formulas, and now you're seeing nutritional deficiencies. I mean, look, folks, they're starting at an early age, Mike. They know that if they poison infants, then by the time, and this is happening, these things cause obesity as well. And if they feed these to infants, the infants become obese. We're seeing degenerative diseases that we would normally see in 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, in children.
Well, remember, type 2 diabetes used to be called adult onset diabetes. They had to change the name because children have it now. I mean, they're getting it at 9, 10, 11 years old. Same thing with cancers. You know, 100 years ago, doctors would travel hundreds of miles to find a cancer patient to study because it was such an anomaly. Now cancer is everywhere. Now autism is everywhere. We're going to do a show on autism right here on GAIAM, by the way. So hopefully watch more of our shows. We're going to cover autism in the future. But all of these diseases that are now devastating our society, you got to get back to what you're eating and how it's made. And again, companies like Monsanto are inserting artificially through non-natural processes genetic code to produce poison whose sole purpose is to kill living systems. That is the point of Bt toxin. The point of it, sorry, I wasn't trying to hold your hand.
It actually makes the stomachs of the bugs blow up when they eat the Bt corn.
Exactly. It is a poison by design, and when you eat the GMO corn, you are eating poison.
Think about everything that, you know, on a daily basis that has corn in it. I mean, you start with cereal in the morning, then you have the soft drinks that we talked about with corn, then you have chips like this, corn chips everywhere, then you go have tortillas. I mean, you have breads that are made with corn. I mean, corn is everywhere, and soy is everywhere these days too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,